Good afternoon. Yay, I got my computer back. It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. I got my computer back. Yes, I know I am streaming unusually late for today. I'm actually starting about an hour and 20 minutes later than what I usually end. But, well, real life steps in and it is what it is. So, but I'm here. I got my computer back. I saw Dune 2. I was extremely happy with it. And all I can say is if you had not seen Dune 1, is it absolutely 100% necessary to see it to see Dune 2? No, it's not. But it will make your understanding of some of the things that happened in the movie. It'll make you understand. As always, it'll give you a little bit deeper understanding into some of the things that happened in Dune 2. But overall, good movie. I don't know if it was my. I've got one complaint. I don't know if it was my theater or if it's the movie itself. Take a pair of earplugs with you. All right, something that you can slide into your ears besides your fingers. Anytime you see them going to a big scene or into a battle scene, you see them pulling back to an amphitheater. You see or battle scenes upcoming. Put them in. Put them on. Plug your ears somehow. I came out of there with a headache, and I was plugging. I didn't take anything with me, so I spent time with my fingers stuck in my ears. So, like I said, I don't know if it's the theater that did that or if that is the way the movie was made, but it was rather frustrating the whole time to see that to have that happen. All right. Oh, one other warning. Okay. Since I had a doctor's appointment this morning, so that's another reason why I'm late in doing all this. So I'm doing my infusion, and you'll hear me changing out my medicine. You'll hear that clack, 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 clack as I reload my pump. So rewind it up, which I'm going to be doing here in just a few more minutes. Anyway, uh, back to Dune 2. Uh, Great movie. Uh, Batista is in it. You know, the guy from Galaxy Guardians of the Galaxy. He plays a completely different type of character, and eh, he plays what he looks like, and he plays the role well. The guy that they got to play Faid, the role that Sting played in the last movie. He he made him seem like a pervert. I mean, he was creepy. I got the I want to take this guy behind the uh, barn and put a bullet through his head. I wouldn't trust my wife, my daughter, my girlfriend, or any woman that I liked within 100 feet of him, within eyeball range of him. He had that kind of perversion uh, play about him. Not just being a megalomaniac, egotist, and they even tell you in the movie that he's driven by sex. That's the way they had him, and man, they that feeling, that creepiness, just absolutely came through the screen. I don't know if this is the way this guy is in real life. He's been in other movies and I've seen, and I've never seen him in that same way before. But man, he managed to get that creepy pervert uh, mood. You know, he definitely forced it out through the camera. He really did. Let's see here. The guy that plays the uncle, the fat uncle that floats around, Christopher Walken as the emperor. Christopher Walken is Christopher Walken is Christopher Walken. Uh, what? Either you accept him, you don't. You like him, or you don't. It's um, whether you agree with having that choice of him playing an emperor, a galactic emperor. Um, Again, that's something that you're going to have to decide whether or not you can you can accept. Let's see here. And evidently, there were some where uh, I am trying to find it here. There's you have got you have got to see this ugly ass thing that they came up with. I didn't know it existed until after I came back from the theater, and the wife asked me if I bought one, and I was like, "What in the hell are you talking about?" So let's see here. Let's see what else. Well, still going over the cast here and the different roles that they played. Let me. Hey, Tyre, welcome, welcome, welcome. Going through the different cast here and the roles that they played. Timothy Chalamet as Paul Atreides. Okay, I didn't feel he was as strong and through most of the movie until the very ending. Zendaya actually, I was not. I do not dislike her in this role. All right, she did. I was concerned. Zendaya type thing, and I was concerned that they were going to, really pull her up over it, and they managed not to. So yeah, I'm not mad. Rebecca Ferguson as Lady Jessica did a good job. Javier Bardem is Stilgar. Man, I tell you, I don't remember him in other shows, but I really like his portrayal of Stilgar. Josh Brolin as Gurney. Um, After you've seen Patrick Stewart do Gurney, everybody else is going to sort of, uh, you got to compare him to Patrick Stewart, okay? Uh, and I just da da da. Anyway, here's this guy. Austin Butler plays Fade Ralpha, and he's the guy that actually absolutely pulls off the perversion that they say that he is supposed to pull off, the sexual perversion in the role. And he, like I said, he's really super creepy. They really did. They did a good job, and he did a good job portraying uh, that kind of a thing. Florence Pugh as the Princess Aurelian. Yeah, um, yeah, she did a good job. Batista as the Beast. Yeah. Again, I'm nothing there for me to argue about too much. Christopher Walken as Emperor. Like I said, Christopher Walker is Christopher Walker. You can't put him in a role and then not have people uh wonder about, Christopher Walken is Christopher Walken. I mean, I mean, all the way back to the Deer Hunter. Let's see, who else do I want to talk about? Um, oh, the Skarsgård as the Baron Harkonnen. Yeah, he comes through. Believe me, he really does. Uh, as a conniving sob, he manages to pull that role off. Anybody else here I want to talk about? This Allison Halstead, very small role through this part of the movie. I mean, maybe 5 minutes screen time, but you'll remember her. You really will remember her. Really pulls it off, and she's a good actress. She is a good actress and does not make you forget it. Okay, Tyre, did you see the movie? Did you go? Have you seen Dune 2? Because if you did, I will invite you on if you want to come on. Or even so, you want to come on, I will invite you on and we will discuss it. Well, there's the invite if you want to pop on. Okay. Because I understand where you're saying. I just have to disagree with you. I'm, I'm enjoying this take on the books. Um, I've seen the sci-fi channel version of it. Obviously, I've seen the miniseries with the Patrick Stewart and Kyle MacLachlan in it. Okay, you're going for a walk, and I don't mind. I don't mind whatsoever. You know, I'm not looking for an argument. I'm just looking for discussion. So this is just my first chance to talk about the movie since I got back from seeing it. Okay, there you are. So let me invite you, and then I've got to. Oh no, you're not on there yet. There you are. There you are.
Good afternoon, Stro.
Hey, how you doing, my friend?
I'm great. So,
Well, I'm doing my weekly infusion now, so I'm getting ready to change out uh, syringes.
yeah.
Yeah, I had doctor's appointments this morning, and part of those doctors, so that made me late in doing my infusion. Uh,
Yeah.
my
I'm just going for my daily walk.
yeah, my my neurologist took a promotion to head of neurology in Atlanta.
Congratulations
So
to him.
yeah, congratulations to him. But I got a new neurologist.
Okay.
All right. Well, the new neurologist, he's like, well, he wants to redo all the tests that the old neurologist did.
really?
Yeah. So next Thursday and Friday, I've got to undergo the nerve conductivity test again.
I hope it's not painful.
Oh no, it's painful. There's no hopes
Ooh.
to it. There's think of having about 30 between 20 to 30 now I just said it earlier today. Uh where they stick the needles in your back and rotate them,
Uh huh.
Japanese thing.
Oh, acupuncture?
Acupuncture, yeah. Think of about having 20, 30 acupuncture needles stuck into you, right?
Oof.
Then electricity being piped through them and measured to see how well they go along your body.
Ouch.
Okay. And on Thursday, they're doing my upper body, and Friday, they're doing my lower body.
How long is the test?
It takes about 3 hours.
Oh, well, Sherm,
E-
I hope you're all right after that.
Oh, I'll come home and dose up on my pain pills uh, and fortunately, both of them, well, fortunately or unfortunately, both of them are first thing in the morning. So obviously, I will not be able to stream those 2 days.
Well, I,
But
if it's for your health, then it's what it is.
yeah, well, the doctor asked me if I minded doing it, and I said, well, if you need it so that you feel like better about treating me, then I'm not going to tell you how to do your job.
Like, yeah, yeah. His job is to make me better. I'm not going to tell
Right.
him how to do his job.
Exactly. I I'm not trained into how to do his job, so I'm not going to tell him how to do it. As long
Exactly.
now he did ask me how I felt about doing another spinal tap, and I
Ooh.
told him I'd absolutely hate him for a week afterwards.
Ouch.
I'm in that category of people that get the headaches if you mess with my spine.
Oh, okay.
If you do spinal blocks or spinal taps, I get a spinal headache.
Ooh.
And they I've I've been I know what I've never had a migraine,
Mm-hmm.
but I've been told that they are very equal to a severe migraine attack. All I know is I want to lay in bed in a dark room for about 3 days afterwards. Anyway, so back here to Dune, this latest uh, take on the great trilogy Dune.
All right. So my issue with this was it Van Hovens or Dare Hovens or somebody villain or
Right.
something. His take is I dislike some of the liberties he took with the movie or the source material. Like my biggest gripe is him giving Jessica Paul's line. Paul goes fear the mind killer, and that's what calms him down to be able to pass the ganja bar. But she says it out of that while he's in the room with the Reverend Mother. She's saying like, no, that's not. There's a reason why he changed that stuff. He's trying to calm himself down, and having her say that like defeats the purpose of the whole scene. Like, why is she afraid? She knows he's going to pass. So again,
Okay,
civil liberties.
that's from the first
The first movie, yes.
the
I didn't see
first
the second yet.
movie and the first third of the book.
Yes, but it's a
Right.
pivotal scene.
You're it is a pivotal scene. I think the way I took it when he had the lady Jessica, Paul's mother, make that comment was for to give her the foretelling of the possible future, and that we got through the book without it being so stated. You know,
All
because
right.
when you read the book, you understand that Paul is going to be the key to the future.
Yes, but him going through the ganja bar is supposed to be one of the first. Oh, will he survive? Type things, you know? Because when you
Right.
first read the book, you don't know he's going. We don't know he's the Queen's cataract. But the whole point of him going through that is him showing that he can calm his emotions and pass the test. Because it's also revealed at some point that he could have been a mentat. Like he could have been one.
Right.
So and that's what the book was setting up. Even with that little scene, having her give that line, who already knows that he's the one. He's going to succeed because he just is. Makes no sense because she's never been afraid. She sees.
Right. Well, yeah, because she's got the ability. She had the ability to foresee into the future on her own. You still there? Hey, Tyre. Oh, you muted yourself. Okay. Um. Okay. Oh man. Now, see, I haven't read the book in 2 years, so I may be misremembering this now because I did not reread the book this year before going to the movie. I read it before going to see. I reread the book before seeing the first one, but I forgot to but I didn't have time to reread it coming into this one. So, but no, I've got. I mean, I'll be honest with you. For there's going to if you are not a fan, you're going to find of the books. You're going to find parts of this movie to drag a bit. But in the book, this part dragged also in areas. Um, Frank Herbert does have a tendency. He's like Stephen King. He gets a case of elephantitis of the words. Tyler, I still can't hear you if you're saying anything. So I can't, if you and you dropped. Okay. I hope that was on your end. I hope because I don't think I did anything to make you drop because I haven't touched nothing. Okay.
Jerome,
All right.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. What I was saying is that all right. So he the scene that scene in particular irked me the wrong way because again, Jessica's supposed to be the one who's calm. She knows her son can pass. Paul is supposed to be the fearful child who doesn't know and has to calm his emotions to pass her test. It made him seem like he knows this shit already, if you will. Like he already knows I'm the chosen one. You know, it it didn't come off as a child or not a child, but like a late teen, early 20 something who's unsure and who works his way into becoming the god emperor.
He. All right. Now I may. I now the I may have gotten it differently
Hmm.
from you than you did, but it and like I said, it's been 2 years, like I said, since I
That's
read
true.
the first book. Okay, because I really boned up on it before I went to see the first movie. But my impression of it was that he was the uh, reluctant hero. He didn't want it. He felt he was being pushed into something that he was ill prepared for and not something of which that uh, a role that he was not willing to accept but got pushed into.
Yes.
Very much the reluctant hero.
I can't.
Uh,
I see them as a child. Like again,
right.
even after rereading as an adult, I viewed him as a teenage kid who I don't want this, but I kind of had to do it for the good of everybody.
Right. It wasn't until he drank the
The
water
water
of
of life.
life that he then uh,
He accepted
what
everything. Like, yeah, this is
yeah,
it.
yeah, you're right, that he actually stepped into it and stepped into everything and said, yeah, this is me, this is my life, and this here's what I'm able to do.
Hmm.
And that was something that came across even in as and I'm sorry, but I thoroughly enjoyed the Kyle MacLachlan Patrick Stewart movies.
Oh yeah, I love those.
Okay. Uh, this here is a very dark telling of the story.
Yes.
Very, very dark. This trilogy is a very dark trilogy
Quick
compared to
aside. Quick.
the previous two.
Quick aside. So, who's your favorite gurney out of
Patrick
Uh,
Stewart.
no, I love Patrick Stewart's gurney, but I think the one in the miniseries is far better. Like,
What are you talking about? The Sci-Fi Channel miniseries?
yeah, his line delivery when he says he's a Harkonnen animal, let me kill him. It'll be my gift to you. Was one of the best line delivery ever.
Okay, all right, and I agree. I agree with you on that. That was the perfect line, but it takes more than one perfect line for me to say somebody was the best at a role.
Okay, I'll accept it.
Okay, uh, because I mean everybody can get lucky with one line.
That's true. It's still, I dislike. Well, I didn't don't dislike Patrick Stewart's version. It's just that he didn't really have many scenes.
No, you're right. He didn't, but okay, much like Christopher Walken is Christopher Walken.
The
Patrick
gravitas,
Stewart is Patrick Stewart.
the gravitas
And
of him being Patrick
right,
Stewart.
right. And he brings something to the role. And remember, this was pre Star Trek.
Yeah, he was a young man then, wasn't he?
Yeah, this was pre Star Trek that he was in this role. So it's
But
not
by then, right?
I mean, he actually had hair.
Yeah, but by then he's had. Yeah, I think he did Life Force before that. I think this was before Life Force.
No, Life Force was before this, I think.
Yeah, so he already had. I know he had more roles before that too. So this one was he's already an established actor.
Right. Well, don't forget he was a stage actor in England before he got these roles.
That's true.
So, it's not like he was just. He was unknown to American audiences when he did Life Force and then the Dune show. So,
Yes, he was a classically trained actor. Yes.
right. So, what do you think? Okay, well, since you haven't seen it, you don't know how. See, I don't want to give away stuff that's not known. I don't want to do any spoilers then.
I don't
Um,
mind.
okay, I am going to say, like I said, the one thing I would highly recommend if anybody's going to go see the movie. I don't know if it was my theater or if it's the movie, but take a pair of earplugs with you
Always.
because, and then anytime you see him go into a arena setting or anytime there's a large crowd or going into a battle scene, plug your ears because I did have a headache when I got out of the theater.
Is that bad?
Yeah, yeah, it was that bad. I had a headache.
Mm, good thing I'm gonna watch it from home.
So, but now, and like I said, the one sleeper actor in this case, actress in this movie, is this Allison Halstead who plays the Maker Keeper.
God,
Hey, Raman, how you doing, darling? She probably had 5 minutes total screen time. Very memorable, very memorable. You will not forget her role, and she doesn't even say much, but she's very. I mean, you won't forget her. I'm gonna have to look up and see what other movie roles she's been in.
who
The Allison Halstead.
and who she play?
She was the Maker's Keeper. She's the one that kept the baby worms to
Oh,
make the
you talking about in the
water.
second movie? Okay.
Yeah, and she kept the baby worms to make the water of life. That's one thing they do show is they show you how they make the water of life in the movie. They actually produce it. Um, and like I said, Zendaya, I was not happy when they announced Zendaya had a role because I do not like the woman. Uh,
Wasn't she the one that played MJ? And
yes, yes.
I can't stand her either.
All right. But they managed to tone her down a lot for this movie. So
Okay.
she didn't hurt my feelings having her in having her in this movie.
That's one way of
Um,
putting it.
you know, she didn't hurt me being in the movie. So let's see here. This Timothy Chalamet, he was a little like
I just it's some people that's hard to see in certain roles, and I think he's one of them for me. Like again, he has this smarmy look to him to me. His demeanor, it's something about his face that just does not come off as I'm a kid. you know, I'm not above all this shit. Hold on.
but I mean, he's doing a good job as Paul Atreides, and when his whole thing after he does the water life, then he does a good job stepping into the role. And like I said, this Javier Bardem as Stilgar, very strong. I really liked him. Josh Brolin. If you're a Josh Brolin fan, you're going to like him in this. He does a good
Yeah, he's
job.
Gurney.
Yeah, he does. He does a good job as Gurney. I'm not don't taking anything away from that. This Austin Butler, though, man, he plays a pervert so well. He
Who is he
pushes
supposed to be?
he Fayed.
Oh, Fade
He
Rabon.
yeah.
Oh shit.
Hiya, Ramen.
Hey, how you doing?
Yo,
Okay.
Ramen.
Hey, what's up?
Please excuse the noise, Ramen. I'm going for my daily walk. So yeah.
All right.
Uh, they really Fade really this Austin Butler really pulls off being a sexual pervert very well.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You know, he send he emits creep
Yeah.
very
Sorry.
well. So
Ah.
uh, Dave and okay again Dave Batista, like I said, he did his usual guy. You know, he played the usual big bad guy, big dummy that Beast Rabin was in the books.
Okay.
So
I,
uh,
I, I gotta say, the last two interpretations of Dune, I really like what they finally made Raban instead of what they did in the '70s version. Like Raban had such a little plot relevance in the '70s.
right.
Like you only seen him for like two scenes, and then you see his head on the pike. Like the Emperor kills him off screen.
So and um, let's see here, and that's really that's pretty much everybody. Rebecca Ferguson playing Lady Jessica. Uh, the changes in Lady Jessica after she drinks the water of life and being pregnant when she drinks it. The changes in the book is hard to bring across on the screen, but Rebecca does a decent job doing it.
Okay.
It stilts her acting. She's not because the role is more stilted.
I
You know,
would say it's
it,
still to acting. And after she gets the waters, Lady Jessica becomes like, yeah, I'm the Reverend Mother now, and I got to have this presence about me.
yeah,
You know?
but she carries it off, but you sit there. It's you see it more in the reactions of the people around her to her than by her own actions. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's the way everybody reacts to her is the one thing about the second half is they really do since the second half of a lot of is shot in Dubai.
Uh huh.
They really play up the idea of the nomadic desert dwellers of the Arabian style, or a sort of a cross between what um, we would think
Arabian
of,
and Monk Huns.
and you almost want to think of a bunch of um, a bunch of Muslims living in the desert. Okay,
Okay.
it's it's not that same flavor that you got from the other movies.
Okay.
of desert dwellers who live in the desert, but they're not tribalistic. Okay, whereas in this second half, it's very tribalistic. There's issues between the groups that live in the group that lives in the north and the groups that live in the south.
So is part of the movie him uniting the tribes?
Yes.
All right, that's a point in his favor. Then I might have to actually go see it. Go see it.
Yeah, yeah, that there is him having and he's very reluctant because he does not, he's in the north, and in order to complete his role and drink the water of life and everything, he has to go to the south, but he doesn't want to go south, but he ends up being forced going south. And then when he goes south, he's taken the northern tribes with him to the southern tribes. Uh, and the scene where he forces them all to unite underneath him is a very, very strong scene. Very strong scene. It was very well done.
Okay.
I I really I it was they did a good job. Okay, and the young man was Timothy there. He really come across as a force of nature at that point. So uh, I've got to give it to him for that. He did not. He came just to that edge of overacting.
That's a huge point in his favor.
Yeah, it's a very strong point in his favor.
Not many people
He,
can pull that off.
right, he come in, and in my opinion, he came just shy of that point of overacting the role. So again,
Okay.
I would if you're a Frank Herbert fan, if you're especially the first Dune book, if you're a fan of that, this is a good movie to go watch. If you didn't like the first movie, then don't watch this one
Okay.
because just like the middle of the book, this middle movie is there trying to. It's it's not a. It's a building point
Okay.
to the climax, which of course is going to happen in part three.
Again, I'll
So
probably watch it at some point.
uh, if it will soon be out on Vudu, I'll go ahead and buy it, and then I'll watch the two movies back to back and uh, see how I feel about it then. But yeah,
Again, I'll probably go watch it. I'm a huge fan of Herbert Frank. Herbert Frank's Dune is one of my favorite series. It, his son's is hit or miss.
yeah, I didn't like when the children of the authors get involved, I usually stop reading them.
Well, it's not necessarily that. It's they become hit or miss because they don't have the same. Yes, Dad left notes for the series, but now those notes are done. I'm taking it in my direction.
Right. I mean, it's like when Todd McCaffrey and Gigi McCaffrey tried to take over the Dragon Riders of Pern.
Same thing happened with God damn it! I just had the series in mind. Uh, the Discworld series.
Right.
Same thing happened. Great, they were hit
Well,
or miss too.
when the original authors drop off, uh, the Uh, I mean, just about any series. I can't think of any series that was still successful after the original authors got out of it for one reason or another. So when other people took over, I can't think of too many that were still successful.
I'm pretty sure there's a few series like that. Not many, but a few.
So there's going people come back and say, well, what about Star Trek? What about Star Wars? What about
Uh,
you know
Star
all,
Wars.
all the Star Wars? No, not the TV, not the movies, but the books.
Oh, well, you
Okay,
kind of expect there to be like a lot of different authors because everybody put out a book. I mean,
right,
you know,
Yeah, but
but
see, the problem with that is like there was never a clear, cohesive vision. If you get a sense, like say take Star Trek, you had the Section 39 book, Section 13 books. You had Bashir had his own series where he was doing stuff, and they all had different authors. So again, it's going to be hit or miss based on
but you know
both author
what?
and character.
There's nothing wrong with that. I like the Vulcan Academy Murders and Ishmael and Yesterday's Son. I liked a lot of those books. Some of them clearly weren't canon, but I was okay with it. I read what I liked and dismissed the rest. That's a great thing with books.
right,
That
They-
they're not linear. It's if you look at them as a series, you can say it's an anthology because they're all self-contained, unless it's something specifically says first in a series of 5 or a Bashir story and there's like 10 books to it or something. You know, I don't know, man.
yeah.
Unless it's the same author and it's a specific series. I mean, I would just give all those one-offs a pass because they're good.
And a lot of times the one-offs are good.
They really are. If you haven't read the Vulcan Academy Murders, oh, it's a kick. It was a fun book to read. It was a murder
Yeah,
mystery and it was great.
No,
And
I
it's
haven't read
on.
them.
Okay, it's on archive. So there you go.
So,
No excuses. And I'm sure there's an audiobook somewhere of it. But yeah, it's on archive if you can't find it.
but no, it's oh, right. Like I said, right now I'm trying to go through the 300 other books I've already owned. You
Damn.
know,
Mine's at the bottom of a long list and it'll never be gotten to. I know where
I
that's going.
I already own 300 books that I need to justify to the wife owning them by rereading them.
I have the
Yeah,
same issue. I got a million other things I got to read, million other things I got to play.
I had so many books that I left behind in all the times I've moved, and now I'm getting new books, and I need shelves now. So I'm not even reading them. I'm just sealing them in Ziploc bags so I can get a bookshelf put up so they don't get dust.
There's a woman on TikTok that works at a bookstore, and she's got her collection of books, and she's got like 3 walls of her house filled with books,
I have such a tiny apartment.
and it's like, ah.
Oh, most of my books nowadays are digital, so I got
Yeah.
ugh.
I rarely buy physical books for me. It's only for my kids. But Rolf's is doing a Kickstarter soon. And it's going to have all 14 of his books plus a t-shirt and ashtrays and all the, I'm getting that.
What
I
is
saw
that?
those. Huh?
What series?
It's the Terran Confederacy, but um, I saw the books. I've already gotten a preview of like the book spines and they're gilded and they're all
Uh-huh.
hardback and they're beautiful.
That, if
Okay.
you haven't read them, Tyler, you need to because they are good books.
He's an
Star
amazing
Trek.
writer. No, it's an
No,
original concept. It's science fiction.
Do me a favor.
I'll link you.
Send
I'll
me the
link
link.
you. I'm going to put it in the private chat. I'll look for it
Ra-
in a second.
Ramen, you are psychic. How do you know I wanted that?
It's a really good series. And there's actually some really cute, like, short stories, too. Like,
yeah,
Pasak and the ice cream cone and things like that. Yeah.
yeah, I know. Hey, Wiley, how you doing? Or Willie, I'm sorry. Uh,
Behold humanity. There we go.
yep.
He did a Christmas, actually, a Christmas story, and oh my God, there's so many references to stuff that you know, whatever. Yeah, it was hysterical. I loved it. I'm gonna shut up now because I'm gonna turn into fangirl now.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
You wasn't even fangirl before?
I'm sorry.
I said you weren't fangirl before?
Oh, I'm his number one fan, and you can read it in that King Stephen King Annie Wilkes voice.
I
It's in the
That's how I
private
did.
chat. Bam.
I need to find a comic book collector who's willing to take a signed comic book off of my hands.
What is it?
It's Blood Shadow, first edition, first printing
Oh, I've never heard of that. What year?
by guy Samuel Orella,
Uh huh.
Orellana, and it's still in the original wrapping. I offered it to Jack, and he very quickly turned me down. He said he didn't have
Wow.
room. He said he didn't have room
For a fucking comic book.
for another series.
Oh,
That
is it?
that
Oh,
this is one of this is I mean
what? One of
it's,
78 or something?
yeah.
Yeah, I would do a search on eBay and see what they're going for there if you really want to sell it.
So hell, I'm willing to you give me a PO box to mail it to, and I'll mail it to you.
Oh, that's
I
nice of
it,
you.
it what's it going to do here at my place? It's going to get put in the closet and forgot about.
You know, you could give it to your grandkid when he gets older.
All right, and it will
You know.
be. It's not going to be enjoyed. So if there's a
Oh,
if I'm a comic book collector who wanted it to to do with what they what comic book collectors do, then at least it go to somebody that would appreciate it.
that is true. I'm not really
uh
a collector. I just read what I like and whatever.
if I gave it to my grandson, he'd destroy it.
Well, see now, I mean, like when he's a teenager, an adult,
Oh,
or something, when
okay.
he's older. I wasn't talking about giving it to like a 5, 10-year-old or something.
Oh, hey,
They're little
retro
barbarians.
retro joined us.
Hey, retro, what's up?
But long and short of it is as far as Dune 2 goes,
Yo, retro.
I recommend watching it. Don't expect a lot of this. This is a building movie towards the climax. It's like the middle
Gotcha.
of any good book. You got the middle section where it's all building up and everything is,
This is the
you,
Empire Strikes Back. This isn't Return of the Jedi.
right. And take a pair of earplugs with you, or you be willing to stick your fingers in your ears. Yeah, I know. I'm not giving out any spoilers. I'm not doing spoilers
Oh,
to it. It's like I said. The only spoiler I'm giving out, the spoiler, I guess you call it, is Christopher Walken as the Emperor. Is Christopher Walken as anybody he's ever played in his life?
right.
so,
Oh, what is
so,
he
so
like
he does his
90 now?
he does his method acting.
Yeah, Christopher Walken is Christopher Walken. I don't think he's ever done. Uh,
He's
it's
never done
like
a character.
it's like Jack Webb. When you saw Jack Webb in one thing, you saw Jack Webb in everything he'd ever done.
Same with Jack Nicholson, mostly too. Yeah, yeah, I get
Right.
you.
Who was the guy that played? He was a detective in Soylent Green. Every time I see him, he's the same character to me.
Detective in
Uh,
what? I'm sorry.
uh,
Did you say? Hmm?
Soylent Green. Right,
Southern Ring.
Southern.
Soylent Green. It's
So,
sequel.
Charlton Heston.
so you're not talking about Charlton Heston, are you?
Yes, Charlton Heston. There it is. Every time I see him in something, I can't unsee him as that.
You're
You
not
know
talking
what?
about
I'll give him that.
Moses, are you?
Yes.
You know what? You know what? That's true. He got a point though. Charlton Heston always plays these manly men, and they're very tough dudes. No matter what the part is,
Well,
it's
Yeah.
Charlton.
him.
Well, I mean, it's like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, can you imagine
Oh Jesus
Arnold?
Christ!
Okay, I mean,
Him as Mr. Freeze was retarded. But the reason why I bring it up, like Charlton Heston as Robert Neville, that made no sense.
Now don't go. Charlton
Yeah, Charlton.
Heston was one of my childhood favorite actors.
Oh, I'm not saying he was a bad actor. That
No,
far
he's a
from it.
good
He's a
actor.
great. I'm just saying that I see Charlton Heston and playing Charlton Heston in everything.
Come
He
on,
plays it tight.
how about his role in Planet of the Apes, the original
I
movie?
loved it. I love that
Loved
movie.
it, but it was still Charlton Heston playing Charlton Heston.
He was great, man. They need to make. You know what? They don't make men that look like men anymore. Make some more Charlton Hestons out there. I'll be happy. He was a good actor
Yeah.
and very easy on the eyes.
What one of my coworkers this weekend, we were somehow or another we ended up talking about me. Oh, I know what it was. Something was going on, and I started with a package we'd gotten at work, and I said, we may have to RTS this. And she goes, RTS. I said, yeah, return to sender. She goes, oh, and then of course I start doing return to sender, address unknown, and she goes, is that a song? I said,
Oh my
How
God!
young is she?
she's in her mid-20s,
Fire!
Exactly.
Fire!
right? And I said, well, yeah, Elvis Presley. And she goes, well, who's that?
Oh my God! She's fucking with you.
All right, so no, well, she's also Jamaican.
Okay,
Oh, okay. There you go.
All
she's
Fair enough.
right,
saved.
so I went and pulled up the return to sender off of YouTube
Right.
and played it for her. And she goes, oh, he does sing nice, doesn't he? Did he ever?
Aw.
And I'm like, oh my God.
Okay.
Now I'm wanting to cry.
Now you're obligated to
No, think of it as
introduce
a
her.
teaching moment. Think of it as a teaching moment. It's valuable.
So, well, I also did Jailhouse Rock and some of his other
Okay. You need to
hits.
show her the shuffle dance of my favorite. Was it My Favorite Flame? It was a shuffle
Blue
dance.
face shoes. Blue
It was
face
really
shoes.
cute.
Yeah.
Okay. When I
And
hmm.
she just absolutely broke. And finally, she goes, said so. Oh, was he more famous than Michael Jackson? I'm sitting there
About
going,
50-50.
I'm sitting there, and at this point, at one time I thought she was just yanking my chain.
Oh my God, I can't.
But when she made that comment, I was like, okay, she absolutely has no idea who Elvis is.
Oh my God.
She finally that actually convinced me when she said she had no idea, that her and Michael Jackson. I'm like, oh my, oh my, oh my, this
Uh
poor
huh.
young thing. And I told her, I said, you're really going to make me cry. You're going to put me in tears.
She
And
needs to Google him, educate herself.
Did you just say
and
educate herself?
yeah, she
I just
did.
said that. I said that she needs to educate herself. Go on. There's Google's a thing. God damn it. I
So,
can't.
and then somehow or another, for another reason, she'd never heard of.
Oh no.
I made a comment about classical music, and she said, "What do you mean by classical music?" I said, Bach, Beethoven, Mozart, and she'd never heard Beethoven's Ninth. She'd never heard Beethoven's Fifth. She'd never.
Oh, Jesus. The
Yeah.
hierarchy. All right.
So,
Beethoven's Fifth
but
is used in
then
so many. God damn it. I can't.
and well, like I explained to the wife when I was telling the wife about, it, I said, remember she's from Jamaica. They may
Classical
not,
music is classical music.
but do they put? I mean, in sixth grade, we were talking. We started the in our music classes in sixth grade. We started with the ancient musics, from around the world, and by eighth grade, we were talking about the music of the 1700s and the 1800s,
Okay, I'm gonna
and
cut you
the
off there because
influence.
even if you haven't had a detailed music class, there was no way you can get through life if you've ever been out anywhere without hearing at least a sample of Beethoven's Fifth.
But did you know
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
Beethoven's fifth?
Yeah, because I can ask questions.
You know, did you know that was actually Beethoven's fifth
The
when
first time,
when you heard it?
you always hear something for the first time at some point. So the first time,
Right.
no, but then I asked, and then I identified it from that point out because it has that hook. Da-da-da-da,
Yeah.
you know.
Right.
I mean, that hook has been sampled all over the planet.
Robin, what's his name? Robin Thicke fucking wrote lyrics around that whole thing, remixed. Then it was on the Saturday Night Live soundtrack. Everybody has
Yeah.
touched on that damn thing.
But anyway, I ended up doing an hour's worth of music class
Mhm.
before I could leave work that other morning.
Well, at least you're doing your part to mentor the young. I applaud you, good sir.
So, but I really did when she compared Elvis to Michael, and I could now thinking back on, I could understand why she compared Elvis to Michael Jackson because the video of him doing the Jailhouse Rock
Yeah.
and the way he danced in that.
And didn't Michael say Elvis was kind of his inspiration at one point, especially when he was young? Like
Yeah.
when he started dancing and everything in solo? Yeah.
Uh, Elvis was an inspiration to a lot of the next generation of music.
Absolutely.
Just like Elvis got his from the blues out of
Right.
so ah
Oh man, you are so right.
But that's what it is. It's generations building. That's for anything. One generation starts something, and the next builds upon it, or gets inspired by it. That's how it's supposed to be.
Retro's made the comment here. We're educated by the best teachers, the Looney
Hmm.
Tunes.
Yep.
I know people that can only name the capitals of the states by singing that song from the Looney Tunes.
Oh my God.
You ask them a capital of a state, and they have to sing that song until they get to that state.
Kind of like the ABC song. Well, say the ABCs backwards and you start singing it forwards in your head and catching up. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, the Animaniacs did a lot to teach people. I mean, the countries of the world. At
Yeah, that's
that
a little
time,
after my time.
the Animaniacs put that out listing. And you've never seen that, Ramen?
I That was a bad time in my life living with crazy people. So no,
Oh, okay.
I wasn't allowed to watch TV when there were things to do. So
Oh.
yeah, it was bad.
Oh, I do have to show this here. I've got to jump back to Dune for just a second. They put out a popcorn,
Oh
okay,
no,
and
spice popcorn.
no,
Sorry.
there it is, popcorn bucket,
Okay.
the mouth of a sandworm. That fits on top of the bucket, and you put your hand in through the mouth of the sandworm.
It's a money
All
grab.
right,
They're doing it with
I want one of
Ghostbusters
those.
too.
All right, they're $50. They're sold out.
Yep.
You have to buy them
Add to
off of
that.
eBay. They're $50 and up a piece. And
They're doing that.
I will not, I
No.
will not play. Well, first, I didn't buy one, but I will just go on YouTube and put that in and the perverts that have made videos about this.
Oh my god, I just realized what you're saying. Okay, yeah, I get it. No, thank you. Just like the Harry Potter broom. No, it's okay. Never mind.
Yeah, that's
But
So
yeah, that's a new big thing. They've already
okay,
shown what they're doing with Ghostbusters for that, and it's all just garbage, I swear.
man, I saw the extended Ghostbuster trailer.
for
I haven't seen it
for
yet.
I,
Frozen Kingdom is called.
Yeah. Yeah, Frozen Kingdom or Empire or
uh, I definitely want to go see it.
I'm torn
Uh,
on it.
I definitely want to go see the Ghostbuster, the next Ghostbuster movie here. Um, I, I think I'm going to end up taking the wife to go see it. Okay, what's this here now?
I mean, I like Afterlife, especially after the bad taste 2016 left in our mouth. You
On
know,
it.
no, Ghostbusters 2016 with Melissa
What?
McCarthy. I said I want to go see Frozen Kingdom because Afterlife was
Yeah.
better.
Frozen Kingdom.
Hopefully. The
Or
new
Frozen Empire.
Ghostbusters movie.
Yeah. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know.
I see. I didn't see Frozen. I absolutely refuse to see that.
No.
He's talking about the new Ghostbusters movie coming out, Frozen Kingdom.
Oh, oh yeah. Yes.
and I was saying
Kids where they
how
take them.
no, I was saying how after Ghostbusters 2016, the one with Melissa McCarthy left a bad taste in everybody's mouth.
Um,
Yeah. So yeah.
this Frozen Kingdom, it's sort of ignoring all the other sequels that come out.
Yeah.
You
Good.
know, it's ignoring the women version. You know, that did not even. Oh my God! On
No,
Etsy, the Dune Part Two popcorn thing is $105.
yeah.
Nope.
No,
Oh yeah,
I well,
they are totally denying and retconning that Melissa McCarthy sequel.
But you know,
That's
excuse me, there was already a third Ghostbusters movie. Harold Ramis and Dan Aykroyd had already written the third one, except for they couldn't get Bill Murray because he was going through that divorce and he was being a dick to all his friends. So he wouldn't do shit, and Harold Ramis died. So
I'm not gonna blame Bill Murray in that. We all go through our shit. We're
I
not. We
understand.
don't owe anybody anything.
True.
But I
I
think it was
accept
just
that, but
him
still
and
dick.
I think it was something between him and Dan Aykroyd or Ramis. One of them. He had an I don't kind of like thing
A
against
falling out.
them.
He,
Yeah.
him and Harold Ramis were friends for like ever. Like they, and then when he was going through the divorce, like they had a big falling out.
Okay, you know what? That's between them. And
Yeah.
I mean, it's sad that we lost, him in the meantime. But hey, these things happen. I didn't like that they brought him back with that fucking technology and shit at the end of that last movie. Meh.
Yeah, that was kind of.
It was really cringy. But whatever, man.
well,
My kids
now I
see it.
didn't see the one. I hadn't seen either one of these last two ones. I sort of wanted to see the one with the kids
It
where
wasn't
they,
bad. It
Afterlife.
wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. I
you
mean,
know,
if they're just using it like a bridge to pair up with the next movie, that would make more sense. But if that's as good as it's gonna get, I'm gonna be real sad.
I did. And in fact, I may still want to watch it because
Yeah, watch it.
actually,
Don't buy it. Watch it.
I mean, I actually forgot that movie even existed until just a
Uh,
little while ago.
you
I'm
know
trying to think.
the
Mm,
I'm about to say the true sequel to the Ghostbusters will forever be Extreme Ghostbusters, the cartoon. Like
Oh yeah,
I
Yeah.
really think they should have made a live action version of that. It was a very diverse cast. You even had a cripple. You could have done a lot of shit with that.
Well, it's like the best sequel to Star Trek was the animated Star Trek.
Oh, okay. I never saw that.
You never
Yeah,
saw
that was
the animated Star Trek episodes, the
Uh,
cartoons?
was it an 80s thing or a 90s
Y-
thing
yes.
or
Yes.
90s? I no 90s. I wouldn't have been allowed to watch it. I was living with the crazy people.
Let's see
I
here.
saw a
And
lot of TV and movies in the 90s. Let's just put it like that. Oh,
But yeah, it was a good cartoon. You could have made there was plenty of storylines you could have adapted. It would have been a perfect sequel,
well,
you know,
you
and
just
you didn't even
reminded
have to
me of
play
something.
much.
You just reminded me of something. Though there's a YouTube thing with Vic Mignogna, and he plays a young Kirk in his like kind of Star Trek series. Has anybody seen
all
that?
right, it was on 73 to 74.
Oh, I okay. There,
Yeah,
that's
I
a good
wasn't
reason why I
alive.
didn't see it. Yeah, there you go. Oh my god!
Yeah. Okay. Here.
But have you either of you seen that?
Which one?
The YouTube series with Vic Mignogna as Kirk.
No.
I really want to see it. I just haven't gotten around to it, and I keep meaning to. Oh, that is a good-looking cartoon, not this bubblegum shit they're putting out now. I like that. I would watch that.
So yeah, this.
Rami, you're not a fan of Cal Art?
I'm not a what? I'm sorry.
You're not a fan of Cal Art?
Oh, that shit. No, fuck that. That no, no. In fact, for asking me that,
Sorry about that.
I will tie you down in a damn chair and glue your eyes open like they did it in the Clockwork Orange and make you watch that shit for 20 hours at a time before you repent.
Damn, tell me how you really fucking feel.
Oh, I never hold back. It's me, honey.
I know. But
Yeah,
yes,
Shroom, that really looks good. I would watch that.
yes. And it gave us some of the classic races. Like that's where the cat people first joined, or we saw the cat people. So yes, that is one of my favorite series.
I'm just so happy to be here today.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
But
I just looked up this Vic Magnolia Star Trek,
yeah,
and yeah, unfortunately, I did see one of them.
unfortunately, it was bad.
Well, I only watched about 30 seconds of it, and then I was like,
Uh,
nope, I think not.
It's still better than
oh, okay.
STD and Picard.
Well, I mean, let's
So,
be real. Just because something's better than that doesn't mean it's good anyway. So, it's a real low bar.
right.
It's still, at least compared to what we got by official productions, it's a lot better. It scratches an itch, barely, but
Not
it
mine.
scratches it.
And that's why I say there's only 3 Star Wars movie and 1 fabulous holiday special. That's it. And that holiday special was better than Empire Strikes Back.
Well, it's like one of the guys, the first four people to go see the movie Saturday, the Dune movie, the
Mm.
youngest person was 50 years old. The first four
Oh
people
shit!
in
So,
line to
Shroom, you were
see it.
so you were the youngest person there. Wow.
Oh,
I almost would appreciate that if I wasn't 64.
I wouldn't have guessed that. I would have
What,
said
Shroom? You
50,
said
52.
164.
Yep. But I really made three of them. A couple, well, two. I made two of the guys and one woman mad at me because as we're standing in line there, and we all of us had electric tickets, on our cell
Okay.
phones. We all pre-bought off of Fandango, and they asked me how we were talking about them. I said, well, yeah, I the first three books is what I consider the rest of them sort of got in the money grab area for me,
Yeah, I hate that. There you go.
and sort of like the last three books that uh, Goodkind wrote for the Sword of Truth series got money grab,
Okay.
and the the one woman looked at me and she uttered a word that was very unladylike.
Uh,
Okay.
wow.
you know, unless she had had lower surgeries, she was not properly equipped for me to do what she told me to do.
Oh my god. You know what?
Okay.
I don't need to know.
Yeah, evidently she likes all what there's like 12 books in the Dune timeline, and she's a huge fan of all of them.
No.
Again, hit or miss.
Yeah.
We were talking about it earlier. Like children,
Mm,
the first couple series when you got your parents' notes and their outline, sure, you can make it work. But when you start keeping going past their outline and you add your own taste to it, you lose the essence of it.
You can like a thing and not like all of it. It's
That's
right.
like
true.
Harry Potter. I read the first three books and loved them. I got to the end of the third book and I said, "This is bullshit," and I didn't read anymore. And I was right not to do it
I was
because
Well,
reading. I was.
sometimes,
Go ahead, Rami.
yeah,
I said, "What?
it sounds like your phone's rubbing against your pocket or something.
Yeah, that's Rami.
Oh, okay. You're right. That is Ramen making that noise.
I
But
thought it was.
do you have your fan on?
Oh my god, I'm so sorry."
It's
There we
all
go.
good,
I'm
love.
sorry. I forgot
That,
I
that
got so heated on that last stream I was on. Ah, that's
oh, come
almost
on.
so.
Uh, but
What?
nah, I'm even I aren't nice or mean enough to do that. Uh,
Oh, now I gotta know. Do what?
what is
That's
okay?
not me.
Sorry, again, on my walk.
Okay, well, I want to go to that behold.
Behold
I'm
humanity.
yeah. Okay. Oh, it got weird when he went worm. Yeah, yeah, you're right. It did get weird when he went worm. Um,
Yeah, it really did. And then he lost, like his motivation for God and humanity kind of lost. Like you became the villain of your own story when he
But
went
he won't
worm.
see himself as the villain of his own story. Villains never see themselves as the villains. Everyone's the hero in their own story, no matter what they do. It
Yeah,
makes me
but
laugh.
toward the end of his worm life, which is like trillions of years at that point, he literally became the Padishah Emperor. He became the monster that he fought against. Well, not he fought against, but his father fought against.
Okay, you never played Borderlands, the pre-sequel? That's
Yes, I know.
literally the story of how Handsome Jack came to power, and in that and two, he still saw himself as the hero.
Bruh. Well, technically, in the first, the pre sequel, he was the hero.
He started out as the hero, and then his mask slipped. I don't mean the actual mask, but metaphorically, his mask slipped, and his true ego and everything came out. It was leading
Yeah.
there all along. You could tell by the tone of his voice and the stuff he ordered. It it was inevitable. So
Yes.
yeah,
So you either live long enough, you die hero, live long enough to become the villain.
exactly.
yep.
That
Let's see.
sucks. But again, it's just what it is. If he'd have took it in a different direction, if he'd have had someone else step up to continue on what he and his father started. Like it was a continual thing between the generations. I think that would have played made Dune a little better, or at least the worm shit. Where
Uh,
each, which I was about to say, with each generation becoming more worm-like,
okay.
and it's a different ruler taking over.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying a different writer was going to take over. I misunderstood you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, like if it was a generational story, like okay, you had Paul, and then you had Leto, and then Leto's kid. Well, it wouldn't have been Leto's kid. It would probably been his sister's kid, and then have them continue on becoming more and more worm-like, and then to the final thing, like trillions of years later. Oh well, at this point, we are one and the same. Us and the worms.
Oh,
Hey, don't knock it.
that's
Just
creepy,
embrace
though.
the worm.
I'm a knock it. That sounds creepy as hell. I'm so glad I didn't read those books.
Embrace the worm.
No, no, I've been there and I ain't embracing anybody's worm. Get away from me.
Love the worm, Ramen. Love the
Uh-uh.
worm.
I gave that up for Lent. It's always Lent up in here.
Drink the worm. Drink the worm.
Oh,
Yeah,
hell no.
drink and
I'm
love the
on
worm.
tequila. I gave up on tequila now. That's banned. Don't eat the worm in the bottom of the bottle. Trust me, people.
I I was in southeast Arizona for a few years,
Oh, no, you poor
Oh
thing.
my.
and I never ate the worm. I
Good man.
I had a friend of mine, Jose Jimenez,
Oh, no.
dumped tequila in my whiskey,
What?
Why?
and I spent the next 3 hours throwing up my toenails.
I bet you did. Why would you even drink it? You'd be like,
I
it's ruined
did.
now, baby.
I didn't know he did it. He did it while I was
That sounds nasty.
otherwise occupied in another room.
I get you.
See,
That's just gross.
first
I would have
rule.
taken one sip and been like, ew.
First rule. If you didn't take it with you, you gotta throw it away.
So
Yeah.
now this was in my room in the barracks.
That man was not your
Oh,
friend. Not your friend.
This was in my room in the barracks. We were sitting there watching something on HBO, and I got up to go get something out of the refrigerator. When I came back, he dumped tequila
That's fucking awful.
into my whiskey.
That does not sound like a yummy combination.
it does not.
Maybe now I might like it, but I haven't been able to drink Canadian whiskey or tequila since. Just the idea of drinking either one of them rolls my stomach.
Oh, that's just fucking awful, man.
For you, my friend.
So, I mean, I was only 18 years old when he done that to me. You know, I
Oh, you
hadn't,
poor baby.
I had not quite developed. This is back when it was legal to drink at 18,
Yeah. Baby shroom got poisoned.
Did you say
and boy,
baby Spoon got poisoned?
It's a
and
baby to me.
he done his best to poison me.
Oh,
He and the other guys thought it was funny as all hell. You know that
I
I
bet they did, those assholes.
I I got my revenge on both of them.
good.
On the white guy, I went and got some. I went and spiked his dinner with hot pepper juice.
Okay.
Oof.
Okay,
Totally
spiked it.
suitable revenge.
Okay, and since Jose was Mexican, hot peppers and such was something that
Accustomed
he
to.
re- yeah he enjoyed that stuff, right?
Uh-huh.
But I found out he didn't like cottage cheese.
Oh,
Oh, and that is a beautiful thing.
I approve.
And I mixed cottage cheese in with his vanilla ice cream.
Ooh.
Wow, you are an evil man, sir. I approve.
Spoon,
Did he
please
leave a
teach me
line
your
for you?
ways.
Yeah, man.
Uh,
I could listen to revenge stories all day.
you know
I can too.
that was just something fun. That was, I mean,
You know what?
yeah.
You need to do a stream with just your revenge stories on it. That would be some good shit right there.
Oh, I don't have that. I've only got a few revenge stories.
I got a
I
couple.
I don't have a bunch of I don't have a bunch of. Now I've got a lot of malicious compliance stories.
That too.
That's even
I
better.
I love good malicious compliance. You know,
Mm.
well,
Oh
this
yeah.
is I did exactly what you told me to do. Well, don't you?
Yep.
You
Yep.
said do this.
Not my fault. Your house fell down. You told me to build it like that.
You know.
Mm,
Well, what you should have. Don't tell me what I should have done because I did what you told me to do.
yeah.
I have a lot of
my
abilities. Mind reading isn't one of them.
my boss's wife found out I could do that when she first when they first got married and she uh, took stepped in as part of management there.
Um,
She'd made the comment that if she had ever come down and found the break room or the not the break room but the breakfast area and such dirty, whoever was on duty was going to get fired.
oh no.
So every day when I came in and after I got turnover, I did absolutely nothing until I personally went in and cleaned the breakfast area.
Okay.
And she come down one day and she said, "I need you to do this." I said, "Okay, I'll do it as soon as I'm done with this." She goes, "No, I need you to do this first." I said, "No, you told me you want that this was top priority and that you'd fire anybody that if you saw this room wasn't clean, that you'd fire whoever was on duty. So I'm making certain I don't get fired."
Right. Absolutely.
There
And
you go.
There we
her and her husband come down because she started yelling at me, and her husband come down to find out why she was yelling at me. And I just said, "Did you not say that if you ever saw this room dirty, you would fire whoever was on duty?" And they said, "Yeah." I said, "So now you understand why I'm cleaning this first before I do
Mhm.
anything else.
Absolutely.
You made this a priority. You didn't say I'd get fired if I didn't do this. You didn't say I'd be fired if I didn't do that. You said if this room was not clean, I'd be fired.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Therefore, that made this my priority every day."
Yep,
You know,
that's how it works.
when you work for a company and you're having a really good time with it, they start bringing either buddies or relatives in. It's either going to go really really well or really really bad.
Or
Well,
when you got management that can't tell a holy ground from their ass.
the lesson for her, this is the first time she's ever been in a management position.
Of course it is.
So that taught her a lesson that, one, she's got to trust the employees that, especially people. I mean, at the time I'd been there for about 10 years.
Oh wow.
Okay. One, trust the employees that have been there for a very long time. Uh, and especially since I was front desk manager, trust us to do what we know is supposed to be done. And two, be
Or
careful or and be careful how you word things.
yeah.
If
But
you make
if it
because
was that big of a deal, she could have hired somebody to come in for 30 minutes and clean, tidy up, 30 minutes a day, and at the end of the day, and just be done with it. It's not
well,
that expensive.
it's something that had to be done by noon every day. You
She
know,
could have hired somebody to come in at 11:30 to 12,
I mean, as
and
you
long as it's
know,
done before noon, then it shouldn't be an issue.
right. So, but she made the
you would have
statement
hired to clean though.
whoever was on duty would get
I
fired.
absolutely get
So
it,
that's telling me, yeah, I don't come in until 3, but if I'm going to be fired for because somebody on another shift didn't do something,
especially the one before you.
you're right. The shift, then that makes it my priority to make sure it gets done.
Or,
Absolutely.
or
Definitely.
she could have the previous shift like, hey, y'all have the cleaners before you leave.
Yeah,
You
so,
know,
well, she and well, her and I are very good friends now. Okay, she
Okay.
just, we got past that. We got past it, and she learned her. She's a very smart young lady.
Okay.
All right, we got she that taught her a very valuable lesson very quickly. And after that
Now what kind of cheese?
she started moderating her. She started moderating what she said.
I'm sorry.
You know,
I yeah.
yeah, you like the idea of mixing cottage cheese in with vanilla ice cream, huh?
No, I just want cottage cheese really bad now, and I'm putting it in my basket. I love cottage cheese more than anything. That is like the best. That
I've
and
got a.
mozzarella.
I bought some Greek yogurt for the first time simply because I found a bread recipe that calls for Greek yogurt,
Oh, okay. Is it
and
flatbread?
it looks interesting, so I'm going to try it. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
flatbread.
I've heard it. Yeah, I've heard that tastes really good in like naan and stuff. So I've been meaning to try it. I just haven't gotten around to
That's
it.
tasty. That sounds tasty.
Yeah,
So, I mean, I like yogurt, so
me too.
if it turns out well, that's fine. If not, then I'll just eat. I'll mix some blueberries or strawberries in with the yogurt and eat it that way.
Or you know what though? From what I've had, Greek yogurt is a lot stronger than American plain yogurt. If it doesn't taste right, I would just switch it out for American yogurt. But you'd have to water it down a little because foreign yogurt is kind of runny and ours is kind of molded or something. I don't, at least from what I've seen.
It all tastes like sour cream, man. I cannot taste anything but sour cream.
I don't know what he just said.
I said yogurt all tastes like sour cream to me.
Okay. I actually like sour cream better than yogurt. I would
I do
probably
too.
put sour cream in the dough.
I
Man, I could sit. Mhm.
I go through a lot of sour cream in this house.
That is some good stuff, man. Since I was a kid, I love sour cream. I would eat
The
hard boiled eggs with it, anything.
I just made up a bunch of burritos and froze them, and
Oh
uh,
man, sour cream in a burrito.
yes,
Oh,
That does sound tasty.
I feel
it's
like Hannibal Lecter. Yeah. Uh,
man. Yeah, I
but
had a
yeah.
bunch of leftover. Not a bunch. I had some leftover ground venison, some leftover sausage, some leftover
Ooh,
hamburger. Right. So I sat there, not enough to do any one thing with, not enough to do anything with just one of them.
I get you. I get
So
where your head is.
I mixed them all together along with some bell pepper and some Spanish rice, some refried beans I had,
Oh man. God damn it.
and
Why you this always turns into a food stream. Okay. I love you, but
and
yeah, I'm hungry.
I made burritos out of them. And the ones we ate, I poured a nacho cheese and green enchilada sauce over.
Um,
Put them in a
That sounds tasty.
put
it
them in the
sounds
air
amazing.
put them in the air fryer and done them up. They were delicious.
You're making me so hungry. This is bullshit. I need food. Oh
And the
man.
ones we didn't eat, and the ones that I knew we weren't going to eat, I put three to a Ziploc baggie and put them in the freezer.
God damn it. This ain't right.
It is.
So anyway, what else is
You
good?
you were
What
talking
else?
about that song by Elvis, Return to Sender.
Yeah, and
Where
now you
I used
can't
to
get it
hear it.
out of your mind, can you?
No, but when I was real little, like 4 and 5, when I used to hear it, I thought he was singing Return December, like Christmas time and stuff. It was cute. Anyway, those were good days.
Oh, music was so different back then.
Yeah, even rap music was different. All of it was different. It was so pure.
Oh,
Yes, it was.
the
Rap told you a story. Nowadays, I don't know.
It's just about, whatever.
okay, now I'm drawing an absolute blank.
On what?
Mm, the first the
Oh no.
no, that's not it. Rapper's Delight.
Yeah.
Sugar Hill Gangs. Yes, Rapper's Delight. That is, you know, now there's some question whether or not it's actually the first rap song
Whatever.
that, but I still, to me, that's the first rap song that actually
Me too.
come out to the streets. So,
Yeah. It's the first thing they played mainstream on the radio too. For me
and
anyway.
used to, but I used to listen to the full length version of it,
Oh, okay.
and not the cut version.
As a
So,
little kid, we listened to Roxanne, and Roxanne's Revenge. That was some fun shit. Don't tell me you haven't heard it. Oh, Shroom, that long
Roxanne,
pause. I am so sad.
Roxanne.
No, nice try there. And now, because you were talking about Doom and you got Sting, I'm thinking I want to see that red bikini again. So thanks. No,
Well, I may know the song you're talking about and just drawing a blank on it.
it was UTFO. And then she
Uh,
made that sequel song, Roxanne's Revenge.
Roxanne's Revenge. All right,
And
I'm
she,
trying. I'm trying to look it up.
it was a very fun set of songs.
Roxanne's Revenge. Here we go. By
But the
Shantae.
about
Roxanne.
Shantae. And they did a Netflix special on Shantae, and I didn't get to see it, but yeah. But the first one was Roxanne, where he's all like flirting with her and
How
trying to
old is
say
she? 13 years old.
she might have been. This was the 80s though, so guys, she's probably 40, 50 by now.
I mean, she.
Oh, oh, we lost Tear.
She
Bye,
she
Tear. See you later.
she looks like she's 10 years old.
Uh, Going through a dead zone.
Oh, okay. I thought we lost you.
Blondie's Rapture. That's not
That
another.
is her.
That's another one I'm not familiar with. But
Hers
then
too.
again, I have to, you know, remind everybody, I was listening to mostly Waylon and Willie and Johnny at the time. So, uh,
I do have to say
Don,
it was played on mainstream though. So if you only listen to country back then, it would make sense you haven't heard it.
yes, I did not listen to much mainstream radio.
It was even
Much,
on like the mild pop channels and stuff. So
I didn't listen to much pop channels.
I
Uh,
figured.
my uh, a lot of the music that non-country I got exposed to was simply because of roommates
Oh,
that I
okay.
had when I was in the military.
Okay, on the flip side, I only got into a little country as a kid because Crystal Gale went mainstream and all her stuff was heard on all the pop channels. So it made me curious and I went over.
Also, the first video with rap on MTV. Okay,
Oh, okay.
I did not watch. I will honestly say I did not watch MTV.
We were too poor for MTV or cable.
So MTV was not something uh, I watched Sci-Fi Channel back
Oh,
when back when it was SCI-FI.
That was when it was good.
You know,
They put out
uh,
full movies on that channel. That was a good. I love that
yes,
channel. Oh my god, that
yes.
movie, Ravenous with the cannibals in like Civil War times. Come on, they aired that on Sci-Fi. That's how I grew to love that movie. No, it's
Sci-fi aired a lot of strange movies.
oh my god. I forgot. David. What was the guy that was married to Monica from Friends? David something. Monica, not Monica. What's
Uh,
her name? Cox? No, it wasn't Cox. That was her name. Her name was Cox. Fucking, I can't remember her first name. Arquette. Arquette. David Arquette.
oh, okay. Um, oh, just by the way, just a little bit of political news. The Supreme Court a couple hours ago said that Trump is eligible to run for president.
Oh no, what the little commie shits do.
So they said that Colorado and all these states basically have to leave Trump on the ballot for president. They can't drop him.
Woo-hoo.
Oh no, our democracy is going to be killed and destroyed now that he's back on the ballot. Oh lordy, promise, hold me.
Well, anybody objects, Trump just wasn't made for you. Just vote with your pen and vote for somebody else.
Yeah, really. I mean, I have voted against a lot of people I didn't like.
There you go. That's all it takes.
You know,
I'm being
I
facetious,
mean,
y'all know that, right?
a lot. The bad thing about voting is a lot of times I don't like either person. It's just I'm voting.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm not voting for someone. I'm voting against the other person.
you're just taking the least worst of them all.
Right.
Yeah.
You're being asked to pick between two bowls of shit,
But
and which one of them smells better.
this was actually unanimous
Illinois Jack.
ruling.
Why everybody's so upset by this? They could just do what they did last time and close down the vote count and find a bunch of boxes of other votes in those things. Sorry.
We're not
The,
going to get into conspiracy theories here.
oh, is that what it is?
Conspiracy.
I mean, they literally found a bunch of votes in the middle of the night. That's a fact. So,
But it was a unanimous ruling. Even the woman that couldn't define what, even the judge, the justice that could not define what a woman was.
Katanji.
Yeah.
conspiracy theory. It's like saying my daughter didn't really go to the school she went to when the records are right fucking there. Come on. Anyway, I mean, I'm getting feelings. I need to stop. You know what?
So,
I got leftover rage from the weekend because of that Madeline Santos case. It's like in our backyard almost. So yeah, it was hard.
I'm looking at these books here by Ralts,
Yeah.
and I see he's actually getting audiobooks with them now.
Yes, he's getting audiobooks and they're already ebooks. I own most of the ebooks, but I want the physical copies because, okay, he didn't do AI art. He hired and paid an actual artist, and it's the same artist for all the books. And it's really beautiful. Like the
Uh,
tanks and everything that he draws is it's amazing. So I want those books. I'm getting them. My tax return. Woohoo! Tax
let's
return day.
see, $75 for the 3 book series. Wow.
What 3-book series? What?
For the 3 books.
By Ross?
Yeah.
No. Wait, that can't be right because I bought all the ebooks in. No, that can't be. Hold
No,
on
no.
a minute.
This is for the hardbacks.
Okay, I gotta look this shit. Can you
For
you got the link because I closed it out on mine.
for the hardbacks, it's a 3 book series, $25 a book, $75 total.
Okay. He's put out 14 books. I would
Oh,
go
wait
to
a
the.
minute.
He's
Can
putting
I
out the
can I
Kickstarter.
show that? I'm
Please show
verifying
it.
I can show that without showing my name.
Oh, if you're
Yeah, I
going
can
through
show it.
OPS, yeah, I was gonna
But
say
there you
crop it.
go. But you see right here,
Okay,
Behold Humanity, $25. Do you need assistance? Behold Humanity, $25. And Humanity, the pool's reserved. For
okay, I wasn't.
Podlings, $25.
Yes, this pool is reserved for podlings. Yeah, no, I wasn't disbelieving you. But I'm like shocked because he'll put that Kickstarter up in a few days, and I would rather get a 14 book deal than three
So
books.
3 books for 75, 74.
I mean, they are kind of worth it, but I would do the math on what the 14 is going to be before I do anything.
So well, with me though, I don't buy hardbacks anymore.
So he's going to be signing them,
So
every single one. So yeah, that's the thing.
I I'll be doing audiobooks. And I don't know if I want a 14-book audiobook series.
I would just get the first one and the short stories and listen to those. And the short stories are really cute.
Well, yeah. Thankfully, uh, you know, I've there's a program out there that converts um, audio certain audiobook files to MP4s and MP3s.
Oh wow, that's
I need
valuable.
that.
And I went ahead and bought the lifetime license instead of the 1 year license,
Yeah,
and
that's good.
I've converted all my audio books to MP3 format.
Wow.
And the reason for this, okay, it's like there's a program out there that converts your um, ebooks to a PDF format.
Yeah, I've actually done that, and I've done it with music from to take to my
And
card on my computer. So yeah.
and the reason why I've done that is because certain booksellers, ebook and audiobook sellers, have
Mhm.
a tendency to want to change, you know, they
Yes.
they've gone back and edited or removed
Mhm.
books from your library, or they've edited certain passages
Yep.
out, you know, to meet the current political climate.
Or they'll just cancel them all together, like they did with Dr. Seuss.
Right.
You know.
So, but they can only do that to books that are in their original format.
Right.
All right. So if you've converted them to MP3, then and you
Yeah.
store, they can't touch it.
Right. Because they don't have access. It's not their device. It's not their.
It's not in their format.
Yeah.
So to me, that makes it worthwhile. Plus, it takes up less room on a thumb drive or a secondary portable drive that I can plug into my phone or something else to listen to, not have to lug around.
A
You
bunch of
know,
books.
well, I don't have to take up all that storage room on my phone,
It's a lot of shelves, man.
you know.
Yes, it
And
Plus, it.
is.
now I'm not going to say that doesn't make it easier to distribute to friends and relatives copies of books, because that would be wrong to give away copies of books for free.
I know, and we don't do
Yeah,
piracy here. We're good
you
people.
know, you're right.
I would never do that.
We don't sail the seven seas.
Oh
And
my
pay
god!
no attention to my shit back there. That's for freight. Yes, freight.
That's an evaluation copy, sir. You don't touch that.
Yeah,
Okay.
Retro, you're right. That Illinois traffic judge disqualified Trump. Well, the SCOTUS has just come over and dropped the ban hammer on that judge.
Oh.
But
What?
you know what I find funny about the entire situation? So I work for TSA, right? It'd be like me
Uh-huh.
trying to arrest Hunter Biden. I have no jurisdiction there. She has no
Wait,
jurisdiction.
you work for TSA?
Yes, I work for TSA.
Do you do searches or you're doing paperwork?
I'm in the basement dealing with bags. I don't touch people anymore.
Um, ah, oh, so you search the bag.
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Okay, I got the hookup. What?
Yeah. I'm promise you can't be using me to smuggle shit again. I'm tired of that. You are. I'm out the game.
Hey, I didn't say that was going to happen. I just said we need to have a discussion. And, if I want to pay you for your time and expertise and advice, that's just between us. You're freelancing, baby. Anyway, Shroom, what were you going to
Promise.
say?
Good.
Yeah, Tyre, I applied to go to work for TSA. I made it through the first 3 rounds. This is back when TSA was first starting up.
Yeah?
And I get into the final interview,
Oh, no.
right? And, you know, I'm taking every advantage I can take. So I got my disability points from the VA standing there in front with me, and my education, and all the classes I'd ever taken, my security background in the Air Force, being physical security and ComSec, communication security qualified, and actually being the manager for the unit in both. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm really feeling good about this, right?
Yep.
Get into the final interview, and the guy tells me I'm too qualified for the job and won't get hired.
I hate that shit.
How do you too qualify for the God? I never
It
understood that.
happens all the time. Okay, I tried to get a job at Burger King and McDonald's and all these local places that I could walk to.
Yeah.
They wouldn't hire me. They said I haven't worked in 10 years and I have virtually no work history, and they still told me I'm too qualified.
How you? That always boggles my mind about shit. Fuck it. I'll just walk. I can use the exercise.
Yeah. I I mean, I really wanted that government job,
Yep.
working
Yeah.
at the airport. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I really did want that job. I was really so looking forward to it. And you get to the fourth round of interviews, you're thinking you got the thing locked at that point.
Mm-hmm.
They just wasted your
Wrong.
time.
Waste
Yeah,
everybody's time.
especially since I had to drive to Tallahassee for that last interview.
Well, it wasn't a
That's
waste of
even
their
worse.
time because they were getting paid no matter what. They just wasted Shroom's time.
Yeah,
So,
a 2 hour drive to get for 5 minutes
all
into
that
the
gas.
interview, be told I was overqualified. It's like, why didn't you tell me that before?
Why didn't you
Right?
call me and tell me that? Like I had to drive all the way down here for you to tell me I can't do the job because I have too many qualifications that would benefit the job.
Oh, they just wanted to get a look at him. You know what the deal is.
Ah,
Okay,
skin color. Got it.
who's got the alien talking to him?
Not
Oh no!
me.
Again, Strom, I'm walking around, so I have the motorcycle going by. I'm almost
Oh, okay.
home.
Oh, is that what that was? A motorcycle going by?
It
Yeah,
sounded like a motorcycle. I thought it was a lawnmower or a dirt bike or something.
it was a motorcycle.
Sound like an alien trying to talk.
Oh my god.
Nah, I've been to lose this weight. I've been going on walks daily and walking more. So out in the city.
Well, that's good though. I mean, like I told my doctor, and you'll laugh about this. I told my doctor this morning. He asked me how much walking I managed to get in,
Hmm.
and I told him, I said, well, my minimum that I get in without on most days is 3,000 steps.
Well, I do that easy.
And I said, some days I'll get in 5 or 6,000. Other days I'm lucky if I get in 2,000. Depending on how much pain there is involved. And he said, okay. He goes, well, as long as you're averaging 3,000 steps over the week, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to push you to get any more than that.
Um,
Well, see, those 3,000 steps are cane assisted.
Okay. I think I was
Or
walking 30 minutes before I started talking to you. So
yeah.
maybe about 45 minutes before that. Yeah.
Well, there's a another guy that I follow. He's a double amputee above the knee,
Uh huh.
and over the past 6 years, he's got over 5 million steps on his artificial legs, on his prosthetics.
Oh,
It's people like that that inspire me. Like if they can, with their limitation, but I should be able to do shit like that.
And those are just the ones that he can track on his long legs.
Okay.
That doesn't include what he does on his stubbies.
Stubbies.
oh,
Yeah, yeah, he's got stubbies that he wears when he's around his children because his
Okay.
children are 5 years old and under. So
Okay.
when he gets home and he's playing with his kids, he takes off his long legs and put on his stubbies,
Hmm.
and that puts them right about their height,
That's
right about
cute.
okay.
right about the height of the 5 year old, and then they all play together.
That's kind of cute.
It
So
sounds cute.
it's he. Uh, I don't. I like following him, and so because he's a really smart young guy, and he bought a house, and he's remodeled the house by himself. Okay, but every now and again, I just got to go by his videos, his posts and such, because it's like it starts off. Yeah, I lost both my legs in a car accident 11 years ago,
Hmm.
and the first half of the video is re going over the car accident. It's like, okay, I've heard this now 60 times. I'm just going to ignore the rest of the video.
Hmm.
I mean, I can understand. I mean, the guy is he's amazing. He really is. He goes out deer hunting. He goes out gathering deer antlers that have been shed.
Uh huh.
So he's out in the woods a lot, and I mean he wears his stubbies when he goes out in the woods versus his big ones, his long legs. So he's an
He's not
amazing
letting
guy.
it. He's not letting his disability dictate his life.
Oh no, and he works a full time job as a generator engineer.
Damn.
Yeah.
I
You
mean,
know,
field work, not in office work, field work.
I remember a story of a man. He said he got his leg cut off. He had a prosthetic, and he was back at work like the next day. I'm pretty sure it wasn't the next day, but and he was older gentleman.
Right.
You know, your generation is from when the generation before that they had gumption and shit. Like, oh, I lost my leg. Well, it hurts. Still gotta go to work. Let's
Yeah.
do this.
Well, I mean, I didn't want to quit work. It's just I became a legal liability to my boss.
Yep. I see
You
how that
know,
would
Yeah.
be.
and when you're a liability to their insurance,
You
They
got to
gotta
you
let you
go.
know,
go.
and then nobody, and of course nobody's going to hire somebody that's going to be a liability.
Exactly.
You know, so
Like
I,
I've always said this. Like even if I retire, if I get to that point, I can retire. I'd still continue to work. You know, it isn't working keeps me alive.
yeah, it, well, it's like I told the wife and I were talking about it yesterday. She asked me why I hadn't baked any bread in a couple of weeks,
Hmm.
Oh,
and I've asked her. I said, when have I had time? When
oh.
have I had a day where I could sit down and bake bread where I didn't have other bunch of other things going on that I could where I didn't, I could dedicate the time to actually watch being in the kitchen watching taking care of it. She's like, well, yeah, but
Yeah.
I miss it though.
Oh.
So
Oh.
I'm gonna try tomorrow. after the stream, try to get some bread made. Yes, ramen. I plan on streaming tomorrow. Boy, I tell you what, having this new hard drive and the upgrades they did to my computer,
Hmm.
Yeah.
man, it is the thing actually goes fast. I mean, the
Oh.
it's faster than what it was, and I mean, it's a game, is a it's a 5-year old gaming computer, 4-year
Not
old
bad.
Oh,
gaming
okay.
computer, and just having that extra half a gig or
It makes a
half a
difference.
uh, they doubled my hard drive space
Yeah.
on my C drive, so it's. I mean, I'm still having to work with it. I just got it back, so uh,
Okay.
I've still got to rebuild things where things didn't. When they cloned it, not everything got cloned properly.
Oh
Okay.
no.
So, well, hey, some things lost. Plus, I went through and just to be on the safe side, having 4 years worth of stuff in memories, I went through and dumped and purged all my caches and histories and everything else.
Whew.
Why didn't you
You,
do a factory reboot?
good God, no. Good God, no. No, no. Just, I didn't need to do that. I just wanted to make sure that because in doing some research for things, sometimes you get onto websites you don't normally go to.
Ah,
So it's just best to go ahead and clear my histories and clear my caches before I put change all my passwords, disable a couple of programs so my email is inaccessible while my computer's in someone else's hands.
makes sense.
you know. So just little things like that I haven't had time to get the everything set back up the way I like it.
Hmm.
You know, uh, get my password program where it automatically starts back up again.
Hmm.
Um.
Hey, I tell you, RoboForm, I swear by that company, by that program. You want a 18 digit password with uppercase, lowercase, and everything else thrown in there. RoboForm will generate one for you, and it will save that for you so that you don't have to worry about remembering it.
I got Lockwise, and it does kind of the same thing.
So,
So.
I mean, Microsoft now has one built into their into
Oh, yeah, that's
and
a
I
real
Yeah.
trustworthy.
and I wouldn't trust that. I mean, because it's Microsoft, I wouldn't trust that for love nor money.
So does Google.
Mm-hmm.
Google has the same thing, and I don't trust it either.
Yeah,
Fuck Google.
I wouldn't, and not that it's because the companies are bad, but because it's everybody's got them and somebody's going to break it. You know,
Yeah.
Google, and Microsoft are target number one for having their programs broke.
Uh huh.
So why should I trust it? But anyway,
Trust nobody.
Trust no one.
I-
Ah,
I'm not. I don't say I don't trust anybody, but I can count those number of people I trust ultimately on one hand.
That's a
so
good way to live. But I'll tell you like this. I'll tell you I don't trust nobody. And you know what? My kids are still alive and healthy, and everybody else can go themselves.
no, I've learned this. I trust people to be themselves. Like if you show me who you are, I'm gonna trust you to be who you are until you prove me otherwise. So I trust a lot of people.
Yeah, I did too, and I got fucked over every time, except for
No,
Shroom and Rolf and one or two other people.
no, that's not. Just because I trust you don't mean I trust you with things. Like I said,
I
I
didn't trust
trust
them with
people to be
things
who they
anyway.
are.
I trust them just to be decent people.
No,
uh,
So that didn't work
I
out.
I don't trust anybody until you've earned my respect enough for me to trust you.
There you go, right there.
Okay.
No. What I'm saying is, like, say a person has dicked me over. I trust them to dick me over again.
Oh yeah.
Like, I trust you to be who you are. Like,
Oh
it's
yeah.
not saying I trust you. I just trust you to be who you are.
That's true.
Leopards don't change their spots.
But people can put up a really good mask for about a year or so. You got to keep that in mind.
That's
It takes
true.
a while. The mask will slip eventually, but it can take a while. So, just saying, it took my
That's
husband
true.
almost 3-4 years for his mask to slide. But other people, it lasts maybe a year. So,
Or maybe you're just better at looking at it.
no, I got really suckered this last time.
Finally
Did you
home.
did you hear about the
Was
woman
that
who
Friday?
won? Did you hear about the woman who won a a tree tossing contest
Oh yeah,
I did hear.
while
the old disability.
while she was trying to get disability?
Oh my God, what a dumbass. All it takes is one person that secretly hates her to report that shit.
Uh,
All it takes is one investigator that is doing his job to make sure.
but all it took was her face being and a picture of her throwing that tree being on the local newspaper.
Oh, she got in the news. Damn, she's stupid.
They don't
Okay.
make criminals like they used to.
I
Yeah.
was just gonna say that. Oh my God, yes. They don't. Pembridge Farm remembers.
And yeah, it was she won the tossing contest, and
And
then
she lost her disability.
okay, a woman who tried to claim a 760,000 pound, uh, 360,000 euro for injuries she suffered in a car crash, lost her case after she was pictured winning a Christmas tree throwing contest.
You
Camilla
know,
Grabsky, 36, said she was left with a disabling condition following an accident in 2017,
okay, was
and
she suing a driver?
in 2018 she won this contest.
Okay, wait a minute. Was it 360,000 in disability, or was she had a lawsuit going against another driver?
No, she was wanting this was a disability claim
Because
for
I
back
know that.
pay.
Okay, because I know that like they'll give you back pay. But I didn't know they would give you that much in back pay. Holy shit!
Oh, there's a guy here that I know personally. He finally got his back pay check from disability. 7 years.
Damn, that's
Wow.
my new best friend. You should hook me up. I'm sorry.
He got a 7 years back pay on disability.
Damn, what was it?
Yes,
Damn, I bet that was a lot too.
and all I know for certain is that he is now debt free.
I would be debt free too.
When we were talking about it, he said the first thing he went and did was put all the money in his bank account, and he and the one of the head puppy dogs at the bank went and pulled up all of his records and cleared
Yep,
every debt he owed.
I would
Where
do that
Yes.
no,
too. I'd
where
pay off the
I
shitty
mean,
car.
nobody could come back for nothing on him saying they owed him money or he owed them money. And he said, I still
Yeah.
got plenty of money left over that I can now live comfortable for the rest of my life.
And that's how it should be.
I mean, he didn't get millions of dollars, but he got a few $100,000 to which uh, cleared up all of his personal debt. And as long as he lives smart, he'll never, doesn't do stupid
Yep.
shit. He will be. Oh,
Somebody
spe-
get a
speaking
financial
of
advisor.
speaking of buying stupid shit,
Uh oh.
my wife talked me into getting a pizza oven.
That's not a stupid thing if you
What
actually make a lot of pizza.
one of the well, one of those electric pizza ovens.
Oh, okay.
You
That's
know,
okay.
you can put them on your countertop when you use them, and then put them in your pantry when you're not using them.
Okay, not stupid, but
Okay. Well,
I'm
see, the
kind of
thing
sad.
is that she's saying, well, not only that, using it for pizzas and such, but she's going, how many times do, hot sandwiches,
I hear you.
open face hot sandwiches, have, have them made in a matter of minutes rather than 15 or 20 minutes in the oven. You're something small, you're heating up, a very
That
small
actually
thing.
is a good point, but it still doesn't like if it's just an open sandwich, you just put it under the broiler. It doesn't even take that long.
So, yeah,
But I get you.
yeah,
Couldn't
it's
a
like,
sandwich fit
okay.
in a toaster oven?
Not the way she likes to have them made.
Oh, she likes a big one. All right, I got you.
So, and I'm sitting there going, it's like, well, okay, I can do this for you. So,
Oh,
dear, it only cost me $120 total, including shipping.
damn, that's a good oven.
That is a good
Look
oven.
here,
So,
look here, got you
and
on that honeydew list.
and it's got two elements in it, one underneath and one on top.
How
So
hot does it get?
600 degrees on both.
Wow.
I how okay. What is the inside size like? What's the biggest thing you could fit in there? Because my oven's on the fritz.
It's well, look up the granite stone pizza oven.
Okay.
Let me find my
I mean,
I
I
got
can still
Amazon
cook.
open
It
here.
just takes a lot longer.
Yeah.
Like it takes like 2 hours longer to cook
The,
anything.
the Paisano granite stone pizza oven. Here we go.
That's what I'm
On
thinking.
Amazon, it's $130.
Okay,
Not bad.
let's pull this up.
It's 12-inch pizza. Oh,
Okay, that's
800
wide. I'm talking
degrees.
about height. I'm looking at the height. I'm not looking at like
Oh,
the width and everything. Yeah, because I want to put like a
okay.
baking pan or a chicken in there or something.
Oh, I don't think it'll do that.
Wow,
Oh,
woman.
see, then what? I like to cook. What? Don't judge me.
I'm judging you
If,
harshly.
if, if you
Hey, you don't get any biryani, bitch.
Oh,
if
I
you
take it back. I'm not judging you anymore.
All right,
if you
we're talking over.
spatchcock your chicken, you probably could get it in there.
Yeah, but even then, that's still bigger than a. But it doesn't taste the same. I'm sorry, between you and me,
Yeah,
I'm spoiled.
but I mean, it does a 12-inch pizza, so
I gotta flatten my damn chicken. I'm gonna beat it like I should have beat my ex-husband in Minecraft.
in Minecraft, yep. So anyway, it should be here in the next day or two.
Oh, I bet you're so excited.
So uh,
I bet.
I will be making a pizza dough here, putting in the refrigerator,
I bet your
Ooh.
wife's excited too. You know what? You
and
know you're getting old when you get excited about getting appliances or a new vacuum or something. Dude, I have my vacuum and my hand vac broke. So I got my new stick vacuum and my hand vac in my shopper cart. I'm just waiting for my debit card to get replaced. I'm so excited. Yeah,
I
I'm
just
right there with
picked
you.
up a complete Swifter set for $25 on my auction site.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably the one thing I wouldn't get because my floors need scrubbing. Like real, like
So
not scrubbing.
I'm I'm going to check them over, make certain everything works. Then I'll go and buy the heads for them. And
Yeah. If I were single or my kids were out of the house, I would be excited about a Swiffer. I'm not even gonna lie. I'd be all happy about it.
so
But
well,
oh,
see,
you know what I got? I got the floor scrubber like the grocery stores have, but it's smaller.
oh, okay.
And I love that thing,
You,
man.
you
I
mean
oh
the old buffers?
Yeah, but it has scrub brushes and other like
Right.
kits to it. Is man, that was the best thing I ever bought in the last 2 years. Man, that thing was good. I scrubbed the floors every couple of months with it, so it was worth it.
Well, I will admit I've got a steamer cleaner for my tile floors,
I need to get one of those.
and it's especially in my kitchen area and around the where we feed the dog.
Yeah, I hear you.
It's absolutely amazing. Now, yes, I know I could probably use it on my wood laminate floors,
But you
but
don't want
I
to take a
won't.
chance.
I
It's hot
don't.
water. That'll warp your wood if it's not. Yeah, don't do
Well,
that.
it's a laminate wood, but still, I don't want to do it.
No, no. Something'll melt or
You
get
know,
twisted or
well,
something.
I got the when we've got this laminate floor, I bought the upgraded that would, because we do have the animals,
Right.
so got the upgraded ones, where their claws won't scratch it, and if they do have an accident, supposedly it won't hurt the floors, but both our animals are pretty well trained, except for Smokey likes to puke on the carpet.
Oh,
Yeah, when he goes out and gets outside and eats the grass.
yeah. I had
He,
dogs. I remember those
no,
days.
no,
They were
this
not
is a
fun.
cat. This is a cat.
Oh
Oh
my
Lord.
God.
He goes out and eats the grass, gets outside, eats the grass, comes inside and throws up.
Oh my God.
Your cat's mean.
Ugh. No, it's just a cat.
It's a cat.
That's
I
what
used
happened.
to I used to buy the indoor grass that was made specifically for cats to eat because
How long?
it's normal for cats to eat grass.
Right. So how
And
long it take him to figure out this ain't it? And
oh, no, 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 no! It's just he got too much liking it,
oh
and
man.
Oh,
what should have lasted 2 or 3 months is only lasting a couple of weeks.
wow.
So yeah, I mean, it's like nah. Yeah, I know. I'm talking about you, Smokey. You can quit giving me the evil eye.
Loki's a good baby and did nothing wrong.
Since I've taken over the feeding of the animals, especially in the morning, that
Uh,
I can't help it. I still get up at 4 o'clock in the morning,
well, yeah.
and since I'm spoiling the dog, which he's put on a whole 4 pounds. Yay! That's
Oh no.
Hmm.
no, no. We needed him to put on weight.
Oh, okay.
All
Okay.
right. So what I started doing was um, I uh, when I made up all my chicken stock and chicken broth,
Uh huh.
I kept back the carrots and peeled the whatever meat was still on the bones off.
Oh.
And I bought some cheap ass white rice.
I was just gonna say you make it with rice, yeah, because I used to have for my
Yeah.
dogs.
And then I've got four of the poverty Tupperware containers in the refrigerator. I had five, now I'm down to four.
What? I'm
And I'm
sorry. What's the name of the Tupperware?
no the poverty Tupperware.
The
Oh,
poverty.
okay. I get you. No, hey, I get them too. No, yeah.
Okay,
They say they're
that
disposable.
that disposable stuff you buy lunch meat in.
Yeah, I used to use those for my kids' lunches. I hear you, man. I still use
Oh,
them
Right.
for
I still do
leftovers.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean since it's just the wife and I now, we don't need the big pieces of Tupperware.
Exactly. Exactly.
So
You know what? The only thing I use my Tupperware, the big Tupperware I still have, the only reason I use them for is when we get a dozen donuts. They come right out the box and go in the Tupperware.
and I mean I've got a huge Tupperware bowl, but that's when I'm making my bread doughs and
Right?
such,
Yeah.
or if I'm making my Thanksgiving stuffing in it.
I
Ooh.
But
used to have a big stainless steel bowl for my dough. I miss it. I don't know what happened to it in my move. I think I lost it in the move.
but anyway, so what I do is I put about maybe 2 ounces of this stuff into and mix in some hot water in with it, and then I mix that in with this kibbles.
Okay.
Um,
and he just goes absolutely. Whereas it would take him, there'd be days he wouldn't even eat a half a cup of
Yeah,
dog food.
that shit's
Now
nasty.
he eats that half a cup of dog food in about 3 or 4 minutes.
Honestly, I gave my dogs Alpo when I was a kid because it was the 80s, but I hated the smell of that shit. And whenever my mom wasn't looking, I'd scrape the bones and get a couple of cups of veggies and make the food like that with the rice and everything. She
I'm
never
sorry,
figured it
Tyra,
out.
I didn't see you dropped until just now.
Oh, I'm in fucking Chrome here. Hold on.
Hold on. I dropped.
Yeah, you're back
No, you
in.
didn't. Did you? Oh, you dropped. Damn.
Uh,
It was so
oh
quiet. I
no.
should have guessed.
Oh no. Sorry.
So,
Huh?
but anyway, he's over the past. I've been doing that now for 2 months, and he's put on four
Uh oh.
pounds over the last 2 months. So that's a good thing. We've almost got him back
Oh.
up to the weight he's supposed to be at. He needs to gain another pound and a half.
He's gonna be a
And
chunker.
no, no, he's a Jack Russell Terrier,
Oh, okay.
and
It,
he was down to 16 pounds, and he's supposed to weigh in at
Oh.
26 or 23.
Those are those are some cute little dogs. Way better than
So
Chihuahuas. Chihuahuas are purse rats
I hate
you,
Chihuahuas,
you call it a
with a
purse
Chihuahuas
patch.
and
rat?
Chihuahuas and Pomeranians.
Okay, I'm gonna object to you there because Pomeranians are funny and cute,
I hate
and
Pom,
they're
Maltipoos.
actually ew.
Pomeranians Pomeranians love to eat the back of my boots.
Oh, they're also runners. They will escape.
So
I had a Pomeranian. That little fucker was out every chance it
now
got. Oh
the
my god.
now there is a breed of or a mixed breed Chihuahua that I think is kind of cute. That if I were to get another dog, I'd probably look for this.
What's it mixed with? Do you know?
Yep, I'm pulling up pictures of it now.
Um,
If I ever get a dog, I want a pug.
no, don't do that.
The-
They have a lot of breathing problems
Yeah, they
and health
do.
issues.
I know, but I just love that hideous face.
Okay, you know what? Get a mixed breed. Don't get a purebred pug because they're inbred and they got a lot of health problems. Go find like a mix that has a little bit of that,
Okay.
not full on. It's bad.
Here,
Oof.
okay, here I'm getting ready to share the picture of them now.
Okay, we're
Da, da,
waiting.
da, da.
Go drink your soda.
Sherry.
I'm not stopping you. Go. You want to die? I love you, but you're gonna die soon. Okay, I'm sorry.
I see nothing. Hmm.
Give it a second. Oh, these are
It,
all cute.
it's a Chai Eagle. It's a mix between a Chihuahua and a Beagle.
Okay, that is kind of
Beagle.
cute.
You know what? That works though, because beagles have their own problems too. But these are, oh my god, I want to snuggle.
Don't that now? Doesn't that look like a cute dog?
A
They're just
cheagle.
little babies.
And they don't get that big.
No, they're both short dogs. No, they're not gonna get big. Oh my god, I just wanna. Damn you, man! I can't have a dog here, and I'm looking at this, and I want to go
Mm.
get one.
My best friend had a teacup pincer. A
Oh, those are
little,
cute.
Oh, a mini pin.
yeah, a mini pan.
Those are
Yeah,
so freaking cute.
I
Yeah.
almost got a mini pin before we got the dog we've got now. But when I went to pick him up, he evidently he had been abused by a man in the
Oh,
past,
Oh,
and the woman that was holding him, no problem. But as soon as he saw me, he just went absolutely ballistic.
yeah, that happens
I
sometimes.
hope
And
whoever
it's
did
like,
that burns in the hell.
and I mean, and the puppy wasn't more than about 6 or 7 months old.
Oh,
That is that.
So, I mean, for somebody to treat a puppy that young that badly that it would react to a man being near him,
yeah.
let me cut his nuts off for him, please.
Yeah, he needs to burn. Like I can't stand people hurting kids and animals. Like, I may accidentally step on my cat's tail if she's in the way and I don't see her, but I'm not gonna actively try to hurt her.
Oh,
That's fucked up.
I have squished my cat. I have kicked him out of bed.
Oh my
I've
God.
rolled on top of him. Because he likes to sleep in bed with us. Well, I'll
But
roll
you,
over and and he's right there.
but you never actively tried to like, oh, I'm going to abuse the cat just because I feel shitty.
Oh no, no.
You
I
know?
I grew up on a farm with animals, and we took in abused animals. You don't
Oh.
abuse animals. We had a Clydesdale that was abused,
Oh, and they are beautiful. Damn.
They are.
and then we also had gotten in an Arabian that had chain marks on it,
Oh, fucking hell.
where somebody beat an Arabian with a chain. It's like, no, that's just not something that's done.
Oh.
So that damn
People are fucking
Clydesdale,
monsters.
that Clydesdale. I mean, we had to rebuild his stall like 8 or 9 times.
Oh.
So he kept kicking it down.
Man.
The Arabian was a biter.
Oh. Yeah.
I remember that. I mean, there's 3 horses that we had that I remember. The Clydesdale because we kept rebuilding his stall. The Arabian because he bit anybody that came within distance of him for the first few months we had him, and then the horse I rode, but he was just a stallion that his claim to fame was if he saw a female horse, he you until he got near it, you couldn't control him. I learned how to jump fences because of a female horse being in the pasture into the fields across the way from us.
Oh well, I didn't need that.
he I learned how to hold on to a horse jumping fences because of that damn thing.
Oh.
Growing up on a working farm with lots of animals is so much fun.
I've always been a city kid. Like,
Me
I
too.
wouldn't.
Yeah, unfortunately, so's my son. He's always been a city kid.
Oh.
But well, it's going on 2.5 hours,
Damn.
and yeah, it's been a fast 2.5 hours.
It
Time
really
flies when
Uh,
you're
has.
having fun.
Mhm.
Tyre, I want to thank you for coming on,
Thank you for
and
inviting me.
please go and watch the movie Dune 2. You aren't there's going to be parts of it that yes, it's not 100% according to the book, but Frank Herbert is hard to translate book to movie.
Mhm.
Okay, I can accept that.
All right, it's hard to translate a lot of his stuff. That's why if you look at the previous attempts to make Dune into movies, they're so vastly different.
Okay.
But I will say, if you saw we've all seen, most of us have seen the Kyle MacLachlan version. That okay, this is a much darker, grittier version.
Mm.
Okay, it's
Okay.
uh, I would almost say they're playing Paul at the first part of in parts of this as an emo kid. You
Oh my
know,
Uh,
God.
Shroom, you're
yeah.
losing me.
Well, now, think about the emotional strain that he underwent through the middle of the book prior to from the time that his family was killed to the time he drank the water of life, the emotional strain that kid was under the whole time.
Okay. God God damn it, Strong. All right, I can accept that.
All right, and they sort of played that up a bit, that emotional stress that the kid is under.
Okay.
Okay, that's what I'm saying about this particular movie. This is that middle of the book that you're like, thank God I'm through that. Now I'm getting to the last part of the book. But you have to have that part of the book to understand and to enjoy and glorify that ending.
You
What?
you
What I missed?
you need that for context. I get it.
So, yes,
Oh.
it's and like I said, take a pair of earplugs, and anytime you see anything coming up towards a an arena scene or a crowd scene or a battle scene, put in the earplugs. Because I don't know if it's just my theater or if it's the way the movie was made, but I came out of there with a headache.
Probably both.
So
Probably.
anyway, Raman, thank you much for coming out. I appreciate
Oh
you.
no, thank you. It was fun.
And this has been a good, like I
It's
said,
always fun.
it's always fun.
Oh
I've got
yeah.
every intent. Let's see, tomorrow is Tuesday. I've got every intention on streaming tomorrow. Next Thursday and Friday,
Oh hell yeah.
there will next third not this Thursday and Friday, but next Thursday and Friday there will not be any streams. Big Raman, I don't know if you were on when I was talking about this, but I've got to do nerve conductivity studies both days.
Oh no, I couldn't be during
So
the Dune stuff.
okay, so the nerve conductivity, that's where they stick you with a bunch of needles, then pump electricity through them
Yeah.
to see how test how damaged your nerves are. And they got to do. They're only allowed to do half your body at a time. There
Oh
has to be at
god.
least 20. There has to be at least 24 hours between the time
That
they
needs
do the upper half and the lower half.
Again, Strom,
So,
I hope you're all right.
uh, well,
Same.
that thank God I've got hydrocodone.
Wow, look at you.
I will save back an extra couple to take as soon as I get home.
Mm-hmm. You gotta ration that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, my doctor today he asked me how I was doing. He goes, you got two. You take one pill twice a day. I said, well, no, I take one pill, one full pill at night before I go to bed. I take a half a pill when I wake up, and a half a pill 8 hours later.
That evens it out.
Just so that I can make it through the day. And he goes, okay. He goes, yeah. I said that I need that whole pill just so I can try to get 4 to 5 hours of sleep. And he's like, all right, I see what you're doing, and okay.
Where's your pants?
Where's my pants? I got them on.
I'm sorry. Where's your pants?
The pleasures of having a child.
I love
I-
my children.
On the idea of somebody's running around without their pants on, we're going to end the stream. y'all, y'all have a good day. Enjoy yourselves. Thanks for coming out, and we'll catch y'all later. Bye.
Goodbye.